Bautista high and deep to left. Nava looking up. Goodbye, home run.
And now Jose has put the team on his shoulders here.
Home run, Bautista.
Another one for Jose.
Jose's in one of those streaks right now.
High and deep to left, and Bautista has tied it up.
There she goes. Another home run for Jose Bautista. He's done it again.
The leg kick is a familiar one. I mean,
Yes.
few players in all of Major League Baseball have such a majestic swing as Jose Bautista.
You can just close your eyes and see it. It's pretty, too.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of guys have pretty swings from the right side. He does.
Yeah, we are pleased to be joined on the phone by Joey Batson. Jose, we appreciate you taking a little time out. First off, the roster for the Blue Jays has gotten quite the makeover, especially out in the outfield as well. You've got your buddy Russell Martin is coming over. So just talk about the new additions coming to Toronto to help you guys kind of get where you want to go.
Yes, good morning, guys. And there's been quite a roster turnover, but we're all excited about it. I think we've gotten a bunch of quality Major League ball players, highly talented guys that they're going to make our team better. I think everybody's excited about it, not only the front office, but also the players. And we can't wait to get started. I'll speak for myself. I'm eager to get going. Everybody knows that clock is ticking, and my years in Toronto so far are somewhat counted, and I need to win. I want to win, and I want to bring that to the city and to the country. Something that I don't take lightly. So I'm putting all my effort into it, and I know everybody else is as well. And we're all pulling the same rope, and that's what the ultimate goal is: get into the playoffs and hopefully win the World Series.
Hey, Jose, it's Harold here. As I look at the division, it's kind of come back to you guys a little bit. You made the big trade a couple years ago, and now you do this again. Do you feel better this time around than you did even a couple years ago? Is this club going to spring better?
I wouldn't say I feel better, but I definitely feel like we're closer to having a true winner and true contender on the field. It's just a good nucleus of players that just got even better. And the additions that we made this year were more along the line of exactly what we needed. In the last moves, we might have taken a player or two that we necessarily didn't want just in order to get the deal done. This year, we went out and specifically got the players that we needed and that we wanted. I think these moves are going to work out just as good or better for our club.
You and Russell Martin are former junior college teammates, and we're going to get into the Chipola Indians in just a sec. But first off, Jose, what does Russell bring to your team? Explain to Blue Jay fans the type of person and the player that's coming.
Well, I can talk in two different aspects. As a fellow major leaguer that can see from the distance, because I've never been a teammate at this level, and as a college teammate. And I know he's an extremely hard worker. He's very dedicated to winning. He's really passionate, just as passionate as me or even more. He's a guy that really takes pride in controlling and leading that pitching staff, which is something that I think all winners have in their catcher. So I'm excited about that. And, this guy, you probably can't tell just by looking at him, but he's one of the hardest workers in the Major League. And I like that. Having that in a teammate, somebody that's vocal, that's a vocal leader, those guys don't come around too often, and I'm excited about being a teammate again.
Yeah, I had some former college teammates. I wouldn't have called to recruit. Did you recruit him?
No, I didn't get a chance to. But I was excited when I was a sophomore and he was a freshman, and we had a great season together, and looking to have another one.
Let's talk about this past weekend here for the Chipola Indians reunion. There was a home run derby, and who knew? I mean, Chipola is loaded. Last year there were 13 active major leaguers who spent some time at Chipola, and then this past weekend you and Russell and some other alums were back together for a home run derby. There's Patrick Corbin. He had a jersey retired. I mean, what a weekend it was for you guys down there.
Yeah, it's really exciting. We've kind of turned this into a habit where every year we go down, we try to get together, trying to make sure that We keep up with everybody. Like you said, it's a bunch of us that have reached the major leagues and a bunch of other great guys that have moved on to doing other great things in life as well. And we're, a tightly-knit group, and we like looking after each other. And this has become somewhat of a habit for us. And every year we come in and we raise some money for the program, and we have a lot of fun together.
Jose, Ken Rosenthal, you mentioned that the clock is ticking on your career in Toronto. The team has 2 more years of club control. And I'm wondering, what is it like for you now in terms of your preparation, just knowing that there is a sense of urgency? And can you imagine possibly finishing your career in Toronto and signing another contract?
Well, what I meant was so far. So we'll see what happens. But, my preparation is still the same effort. If anything, I think I work out smarter now. I try not to do things that are not going to help me as a baseball player. Try to focus on that. And, the movement, especially the baseball movement, try to do workouts that are specifically designed for the play. As to where before, I wasn't really that specialized into it. And, I don't work more. I don't work, harder. I just work smarter. That's the way I'd like to put it. And, of course, I always envision finishing my career in Toronto. What I've done over there and the chances that I've gotten over there, I'm very grateful for the opportunities that I've received there. I have some sense of loyalty to the franchise and to the country because of that. And I would love for that to happen. But we'll see. That's certainly not in the right now. My priority is to winning and helping my team win games, and we'll see what happens. Everything else will take care of itself when its time comes.
The one thing the team did not address this offseason is the starting rotation. And obviously you've got guys coming back, including Stroman, for the full year. How good is this rotation, Jose? And would you have liked to have seen perhaps an addition like a James Shields?
This rotation is very talented. Some of the pitchers that are on our rotation are very young, but they're extremely talented. They can be top of the rotation guys for any sport in any particular year if they maintain their health and they go out and do what they're capable of doing. They're just unproven to a certain degree. But Drew Hutchinson, Aaron Sanchez, Marcus Stroman, those guys can be at the top of the rotation because of their stuff and their competitiveness at any given year for any given club. So anytime you add a good established starting pitcher to any franchise is a great move. We didn't do it, but that's not to say we're not going to have a great year. With the addition of Russell behind the plate and what he's going to be able to do leading those young guys, and let's not forget that we have Cy Young winners and World Series champions in Mark Burley and Ray Dickey. So those guys are very nice at the top of the rotation as well. So what we need is them to stay healthy. If they stay healthy and they just go out and compete and do what they're capable of doing, we're going to have a very fun year.
Hey, Jose, last question for you. It's kind of a 2-part question. One, talk about health. How are you? Tell us where you're at with how healthy you are. You had a couple injuries and where you're standing there. And then the second thing, you can end on this for us, but with the shift, nobody shifts on a hitter more than they do you. Have you tried to figure out how you might attack that, or has that changed your thinking at all?
Well, I'm extremely healthy. I was fortunate enough to, after 2 years of ending the season and on the DL, I came in and played 155 games, which I'm very proud of. So I'm looking forward to repeating that again. My off-season workouts are going better than ever. Like I said, I'm working out smarter, so I'm learning more about my body. Places where I used to be tight and stiff, and I could work out some of that stiffness and keep myself healthier and moving better while I'm on the diamond. So I expect that fully to continue or even to get better in the health department. Knock on wood, bearing any impact injuries or anything like that.
Jose Bautista, the best of luck to you in 2015, and the talented Blue Jays right fielder joining us on Hot Stove.